Hello guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. Yes, I am doing a little bit of an introduction video because you guys haven't really necessarily seen me in real life, so I thought maybe I can do a little introduction. If you guys don't remember my real name, it's actually James. You can just call me LGVU because of course it's the same as well as this. So yeah. Newsflash, I've been really busy trying to get my GED, so that's important, right? And that's mostly why I haven't been able to do most YouTube videos, is because I've been trying to find things to help people out. Like, for instance, there's a new Guns Z coming out. Not the second one, but another private server. If you guys, of course, you guys know that. I've been trying to get my GED recently as well. Also got a new mouse, which is from Microsoft. This is actually the size of my hand. As you guys can see, I can actually put my hand around it. Whoa, that hurt. This one right here, I don't think so, because my hand would be completely covering this mouse like this, and I would have to have my hands like cupped completely, and I don't like that. You guys can see that right there, completely cupped. I also got a new keyboard. It's by Microsoft. I got it from Staples. It's actually been pretty good so far. I have no issues with it. If I'm playing a game online like Guns, like I said, it's, the whole keyboard works very good. Again, you can see right there, it's actually by Microsoft. Yeah. This is kind of hard doing this backwards, but as you guys can see, there should be a button. You guys can see these two buttons right here. Those buttons are actually the volume button. So if I press this one right here, this would turn the volume up. If I press this one right here, this would turn the volume down. Even if I'm playing a game, it'll still do that. If I'm watching a video, these three buttons right here would act as my video buttons. So let's say this button right here, if I'm watching a video, I can just actually press play on that and it'll start doing it like an actual DVD. And these would be the forward and also rewind button. You see right here, I've actually played with this, but I think this is what zooms in. This one right here zooms in, this one zooms out, and then you have all these random buttons over here. One of them's the home button. That's normal because seeing that you have a start place or something, if you press that, it should bring up the start button. If you're using it for Windows 7, I am actually using this for Windows 8. You guys can also see that there's a little email icon there. If I download an email and I wanted to send one out, I could press that and actually use it. And then of course you have your normal F buttons down here. You know how like on a regular laptop you usually see a print screen? Well, it's right here. So it's plain out in sight. You don't actually have to look for the F's and say, okay, so I have to F in and then press that. So yeah, it does make it a lot easier for certain scenarios for me to do stuff. Just in case anybody wants to know what buttons I use the normal directional buttons, which are all the way over here. If you guys, oh man, I'm sorry guys, this is definitely difficult being backwards. Right here I use the normal W, S, and D and A for all the movement. Q, E, R, yeah, Q right here, that would usually be my dagger / sword. This would be my actual gun, and this would be my other gun. For tips on if you're gonna DBF, I would not use the actual keys on the keyboard to do so. Just in case you guys want to know what people are talking about when you try to DBF, that you have to There's two different setups. You can use the shift, which is the normal way. Let me show you guys. You guys can use the shift button, which is the normal way you guys do it, to actually use the button. But I have it completely set up a different way so I could play it right. So what I have is I actually have my left button right here for the attack and my right button for defense. So at the same time, I don't really have to do much. I don't have to go over here and hold shift because it's actually quite difficult to use shift. Just because you can't, it's harder to get the timing right. As you guys can see, it kind of does that glowing blue stuff. That's because it's needs something to censor. So yeah, just wanted to let you guys know what's been going on. I've been just doing real life stuff. I've been actually recently trying to get life issues fixed with me, that sort of thing, because I do have a tendency to kind of get mad a little bit. And of course, I hope this video turns out really well. And this is my new jacket. My grandma actually got me it. Hope it looks good. You know, people have actually told me that they wish they had my blonde hair because I look good. Of course, I can't blame them. So, yeah. Well, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys decide to, of course, subscribe to me, as well as like this video for the introduction. Comment below. If you have any questions, like for instance, what kind of music do I like? I like any type of music, but I do not like really, really old music. So like all the way, 40 years ago or so. I like the Beatles, just basically any type of music. Doesn't matter. I even like dubstep, electronic dance, techno. So yeah. And I also have these new glasses, which one of my friends actually got me. So hope they look good. Damn. Yeah, it's kind of hard for me to look at myself while I'm recording the video. So if you guys have any questions, I wouldn't mind answering them in this type of form. The way I'm looking at the video right now, I wouldn't mind actually doing that. So just subscribe, hit that like button, comment below if you have any questions. I will answer them in another video when I get a chance, and it will be in the same format as this camera. I don't know, I don't have any clue. I've actually tried doing Twitch broadcasting. It's been the same situation. I try to sit there, connect, works fine for a few seconds. Oh, it's encoding too fast. Twitch has been really acting up recently. You sit there and try to play Minecraft even, it's really horrible. You go and look at your video, next thing you know, your video's slow, and that's what causes it. See, the issue is, though, I have new internet. Right now, I believe I'm running about tops 108 kilobytes, or I believe 108 megabytes per second right now. And that doesn't have to do with the upload speed. That's more of like just how much is coming in. It's real quick though. It's like bam, bam, bam. You don't notice that it's actually 108, but it's because there's lots of different types of speed. That's about it. I still haven't figured out how to get a app to actually work on a cell phone to record it. I really wish I could record the inside of this device, so if I don't feel like messing around with the computer version of recording software because it's crappy or something, I'd rather have, recording software on my cell phone somehow. Well, I could try to figure that out someday. I do have a camcorder, but it's not real good quality, so if I try to zoom in from the side to go, like, for instance, where my hand is, it's really hard to actually see the computer screen, of course. I definitely don't have any plans yet for what's coming up in the future, but I know that I promised myself, hopefully, I can't promise myself or anybody, but I just hopefully in the future I will get a whole new computer with about 10 gigabytes, 16 gigabytes instead of 4 gigabytes, which I've already have, but I've already been getting that type of laptop. And what surprises me is this laptop's still alive. I've had about 5-6 laptops that broke down because of viruses, but they weren't my fault. They were mostly because of my parents. Not trying to blame them. My dad, he got one from the pawn shop, and he expected it to last for a long time. And of course, I didn't do anything. I was just doing normal stuff, playing the normal games. I'm still playing the normal games I've already played that time, and the one I had before just crashed, and he said, well, I'm sorry, but I'm not getting another one. I said, okay. But of course, I used to have an Xbox 360, and I got rid of it, gave it away for $90 because some piece was missing on that. And yeah, this will be my actual first introduction face cam without my face, of course, going left to right and cell phone moving and all that. So I'll see you guys later. I hope in the future you guys can somehow help me out. Like I said, I do own a new Minecraft server, and it's staying. It's legit. It's being paid for. It's not going anywhere. It's staying up for as long as I want. So if I want it to stay up until I die, I can do that. My website's still up, and that's the same scenario. It doesn't cost that much for both. But it's not set up right now. I am hiring for people to help. Excuse me, guys. I'm sorry. I am hiring people to help me develop my Minecraft server. I'm having issues with setting the permissions when I don't know the permissions, but it's really, I don't know how to say it, confusing, because what I want to set it up is so that, let's say for instance, the default group's guest once you join, right? It'll show the prefix there, and then that guest group will automatically get certain permissions, but certain ones that are limited. So if I don't want somebody using World Edit, I can easily just stop them that, because what I'm going to, right now, the spawn is actually in survival mode, so I want to set it so it's in creative mode, but I don't want people breaking blocks. I don't want people to go in there and say, I'm just going to grease the hell out of this thing, because me and one of my friends actually helped. That's mostly just about my whereabouts. Excuse me. I will say now I do have games, Skyrim, Killing Floor, I believe, Warframe, also Guns 2, but I really don't necessarily like it that much. It's just they ruined the game. I mean, everything you could do in the game before, you can't do. And it's definitely a lot harder because you can't switch while running off the wall. You have to be with one weapon. They just made it so it's horrible. You can't even change your frames to unlimited. So when you're in the game and you change to 120, 60, and 30, it's bad because your computer can only withstand so much frames per second. Mine can't withstand 20. It just does whatever it wants, and that's mostly what happens when you're playing the game. Your frames either drops, or of course you're able to play just fine and nothing happens. So again, hit that subscription button, that like button below, and also leave a comment below if you want to ask me a question. You can ask me at any time. Twitter, just look for @MRLGVU. That's the Twitter. For email, mrlgvu@gmail.com. And also I've already posted my server for Minecraft on a top list. So that's already settled. I'll probably end up advertising it to you guys that are watching YouTube more than anything, and get everything settled. So thank you guys for watching, and hope you guys enjoyed this video. Peace.